Hey guys, it is Lefforge. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. We talk about Disney, we talk about Disney Vacation Club, we talk about running, we talk about travel. I hope you'll stick around for all of the fun. You're gonna wanna subscribe and hit that little bell notification button so that you do not miss a thing. Okay, you're not losing your mind and I'm not losing my mind. I am wearing my Christmas mini ears and my Christmas Mickey shirt. Is that the best or what? I ordered this last year from an Etsy shop and I will try to find that and put it in the description below because I just adore this shirt. Y'all see how sparkly it is? It's so sparkly. Okay, so what I'm gonna talk about today, you'll never guess. And I know that it's June as I'm filming this, but you guys are planners. I know that about you. And a lot of you are already thinking the big question of the holiday season, what am I gonna get Jen? No, I'm just kidding, that's not your question. Your question, if you're headed to Walt Disney World in November or December is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party worth the money? Now, I'm gonna answer it from my perspective, but only you can determine what's best for your family. So if you go and you didn't feel like you had a great experience, don't gripe to me because everybody has to make their own decision. It is expensive. The party runs from 7 p.m. until midnight, although on party days you can enter the park as early as 4 o'clock. It is closed to all day guests except for those who have the wristband for the party starting at 6. So only people who have tickets to the party can be in the park from 6 p.m. until midnight. The cost with tax is $105.44 for adults and $100.11 for children. I was a little surprised to see there's only a $5 price difference between adults and kids, so that is something to consider. But since you can get into the park as early as 4 o'clock, a lot of people will use this as a regular admission day and maybe they won't have another park that they go into. In our case, we're annual pass holders, so we're paying this extra money to go to this party. But I will tell you, it has become such a great tradition for our family. We have been 4 years, well, 3 of the years the kids went, and 1 of the years it was just Scott and I. And I love this party. I love the music, I love the food, I love the atmosphere. But I wanna go through all of the things that I love to give you my perspective and see what you think. First of all, I do want to let you know, if you're going expecting an empty park and you can just walk on all the rides and walk in to see all the characters because you've paid for this special ticket, that is not the case. 3 of the 4 times that we've attended the party, it has been sold out. And although absolutely the crowds for regular attractions were less than during the normal operating day, when you go to like watch the shows or the fireworks, it does feel very, very crowded. So just have that expectation going in. For me, with the extra music and the snow on Main Street and the party atmosphere, the crowds really don't bother me. I feel like it just is, so everybody that's there, and you guys comment if you've been and you sense this, everyone that's there is there to really enjoy the holiday spirit. And so there's just kind of, I mean, it isn't like the Magic Kingdom isn't magical all the time, but during the Christmas party, I feel like it's all just plussed a little bit, and you tend to see everybody dressed up in Christmas clothes and Christmas necklaces and randomly singing. 1 year we were there with my mom and we were waiting in Peter Pan, and I can't remember what song it was. Shoot, what song was it? Some song that I love. But anyway, it was playing in line and everybody started singing this Christmas carol, just kind of communally waiting in line for Peter Pan, which is not something you normally see. So it's those kinds of fun things. But I want to break it down into the 3 areas that for me make me feel like this party is worth the money. So you ready? Let's talk about it. So the first thing is the food. As my husband is famous for saying, the food is not free, the food is included, just like on a cruise. That's not free food, that's included food. But you do get all kinds of fun food. Now, they have not released what they will have for the 2018 dates, but last year they really upped their food game. There were cookies, there was hot chocolate, there was hot apple cider, there were snowman pretzels that were really, really good. They had snow cones, they had all kinds of little goodies all throughout the park at different stations. When you get there, they give you a map and they tell you where all the food stations are, and some of them are kind of tucked away. I know that we found the lowest lines were over by Pirates of the Caribbean, because that's away from a lot of the shows and the fireworks and things like that. But we really enjoyed the food offering, and there is just something about just walking up to the counter and grabbing your cookies and hot chocolate and sitting down and enjoying the Christmas music and the amazing atmosphere. So that's the first thing that I love. The second thing that I love is the fireworks. Oh my gosh, you guys, the fireworks show for Christmas, it just cannot be beat. And yes, as you get closer to the holidays, they will show that as their regular fireworks show, but we were there before they started doing that, and it's just spectacular. It is not to be missed. We loved every single minute of it, and I definitely think the fireworks are worth standing in the crowds and watching for that just gorgeous job that they do. I'm not sure with Happily Ever After if that will change this year, but last year's show was just fantastic. The other thing that I love about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is the parade. If I had to say one thing that makes this night worth it for me, it's the parade. Now, you can see this parade using your regular admission after Thanksgiving. Actually, I think closer to Christmas, they start doing it during the day. But the only way you can see this parade at night is if you go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And when those toy soldiers, okay, I have to tell you guys, when I was little, I don't remember what show it was, some Disneyland TV show, those toy soldiers were on, and I just couldn't believe it. And the first time I saw them in person, and they're actually playing those trumpets and they're marching, and it is just swoon worthy. I adore this parade. So the parade is absolutely one of my biggest motivations for going to this party. Now, a lot of people like it for the special character meet and greets. Usually the Seven Dwarfs are there with Snow White, and there's some really unique meet and greets that you don't normally get, and everyone is dressed in their holiday finery. I'm not a character meet and greet person. I mean, I will do a character meet and greet if there's no one in line, but I'm not gonna line up at 6:30 and wait for a particular picture with a particular character. I would just rather spend my time doing other things. So the other thing that I love about the party, and I think I said there was only 3 things, and this is my 4th thing, so sorry about that. The other thing I love about the party is just riding the regular attractions. Obviously, traveling Thanksgiving week, we were expecting very heavy crowds, but that first night when we got there, we really walked on everything. The only rides that had any kind of wait at all were Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I think we waited 20 minutes for Peter Pan. But everything else, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Space Mountain, everything else was literally a walk on. And I think a lot of what happens is a lot of people are going for the character meet and greets, so they're in line doing all of that, or maybe they're watching the shows. I don't mind just catching bits and pieces of the different shows. The only one we saw in its entirety last year was the one in Tomorrowland, and it was really, really super cute. I don't remember what it was called, like a Very Tomorrowland Christmas or something. And it had Stitch and Buzz Lightyear and a couple of the other characters, and that actually was super cute. There was this storyline about Stitch stealing Santa's sleigh and then saying he was sorry, but I thought it was super cute. So we didn't even watch, we watched the castle lighting, but we didn't even watch the castle forecourt show last year, which I know some of you are like, how do you go to the Christmas party and not watch that show? But honestly, just walking around, listening to the music, getting our cookies, riding rides, it's just a magical night for us. Now, again, I understand, like, if you're a family of 5 like we are, you're talking $500 for just that evening. So I always get a little odd when we talk about, is something worth it? I would say if you are a person who loves Christmas like I love Christmas, which is pretty excessive, if you really have always dreamed about seeing that parade on Main Street with the snow falling down, if you like that kind of party atmosphere, they have little touches like Tom Sawyer Island had snowflakes reflected on it. I took a picture of my boys there that I'll try to insert here, but just all through the park there were little magical touches that aren't there there during the regular operating hours, even during the Christmas season. The cast members all dressed up in their Christmas finery. It just was such a great way to start our vacation. The dates for this year are numerous, and actually the first Christmas party, it looks like, is November 8th this year, which I think is a little earlier maybe than they have started it in the past. So it runs, there's a ton of dates. Gosh, I wrote them all down. Look at that. There are a ton of dates. So I will put the link below for the website so you can check and see if it's going to be going on when you're there. There are discounts available. I think there are some advanced purchase discounts, and there's also discounts for annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members. So if any of those apply to you, definitely look into that, because you may find that you're able to get a little bit better price. But again, just 2 thumbs way up for our family. Yes, it's an added expense. Yes, it's a lot of money, but especially for a truly unique Christmas experience, I think everyone should go at least once. And if you're a weirdo like me, you're right now trying to convince your husband that we really do need to go sometime during November and December so that we can be there, because you guys want to see it, right? I can't not show it to all of you. I wasn't vlogging last year. He's so silly. So I hope that maybe I'll see you there. Definitely you're going to want to get your Christmas themed mini ears on, because everybody does dress up, so that's important to know. Have you ever been to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party? Please tell me below. Did you go? Did you love it? Is it a thumbs down for you? As you know, I'm always open to that. Share your experience. Other people would probably love to hear it. And if you do decide to go, please check back and tell me what you think of it. I hope you have a great day, and I guess Merry Christmas.